If you guys have a big cock, don't forget to follow me on all my socials. Don't forget to fuck. Alright, boys. YouTube, Twitch. So again, for people on Twitch right now, I was playing Minecraft for like a while, but my tummy got hungry. I got fucking hungry, so I'm gonna watch the Kanye West censored interview again, guys. I tried to watch it by myself, but I could not find an interview. I don't know if it got taken down or not. I couldn't find it, so I'm gonna watch it with HASANABI. I'm gonna watch it with him. So yeah, so plan. I'm gonna eat, drink my Kool-Aid, my grape or my Capri Sun, my Kool-Aid Capri Sun, and then we're gonna go back to Minecraft, okay? And after Minecraft, after I get my enchantments, we're gonna hop on Fortnite. So if y'all wanna play with me and shit, make sure y'all stay on for that shit, okay?
Over it is the fact that like Kanye West is supposed to know aesthetics, right? Like he's the aesthetics guy. He's supposed to be the first guy that recognizes.
How's y'all day, by the way, guys? How's y'all day been? Don't forget, exclamation point QOT, question of the day. Don't forget to answer the question of the day, boys. Exclamation point QOTD. Just type that in the chat and it'll tell you the question of the day. Hold up, did it take away my pinned comment? I think it did. It did. Fuck, hold up. Hold up.
Part of his brain is completely fried at this point, okay? He is like, the racism stuff obviously is you know, the most offensive, but like there are elements that were Kanye's strong suit that you expect him to I don't know, you expect him to just
I'm back. Alright, what's up?
And it's just like when you're sitting across from hipster Santa Claus,
hold up, let me
hipster racist Santa Claus, and the guy that's like running around with you is the biggest sweatiest gremlin of all time, and you cannot comprehend that. Like, you've lost the plot. What happened? Like Virgil Abloh,
okay,
Louis Vuitton, Off-White, Adidas deals, Red Octobers with Nike, Balenciaga.
I gotta make sure I
like,
change my shit around.
Completely, that part of you that was like, I made Kim Kardashian into the fashion powerhouse that she is, it's gone. Just fried, dude. The old Kanye West could have smelled the nerdiness and the awfulness from this crew, the no sex having energy.
No sex. Wait, they have no sex?
Like, that should have been his first defense mechanism against this kind of radicalization. And
no sex. Like, wait, this guy's no sex. What's going on?
This was an event, and I think that on I mean, there's a spectrum of reactions, of course, and the biggest reaction, the most positive one, is it's the craziest, most punk rock thing.
This guy's no sex. What?
Got kicked off the Bill Grundy show. But on the other end of the spectrum,
it's so punk rock, dude. You're right. I love how punk rock it is. I love how punk rock it is when you're literally sitting across from Alex Jones, who, like, you know, interviewed the president, who is famous for you know, beefing up the American military apparatus and the American police state. There's nothing more punk rock than being pro-Trump and being law and order, okay? When I think of like counterculture, I think of what my grandfather
I'm sorry, but I'm trying to watch the interview, man. Hasanabi, I love you, bro, but I'm trying to watch the interview, bro.
Where do you stand on that? This is bad.
That is.
I'm trying to watch the interview. I love you though, Hasanabi. I'm trying to watch the interview.
This is bad for a presidential campaign, to say the least. Where do you stand on that spectrum?
I think it's awesome for a presidential campaign.
Yeah?
To have someone that's honest, that understands the state of the world, and that's ready to listen to what the American people need.
But Hitler's got a pretty bad reputation.
Well, who made that reputation? That was made by Jewish people.
Well, the murdering Jews was a pretty big part of his bad reputation.
Yeah, but some of it's incorrect. Also, the Holocaust is not the only Holocaust. So for them to take that and claim we're in...
Oh, they had a...
Exactly. Like, chat, remember this, okay? White people want you to forgive slavery, but not Hitler. Just remember that. Just remember that throughout this interview, okay?
Had a conversation with him, it seems.
Just remember that.
It seems they had a conversation with him behind the scenes, and they were like, bro, you can't say the... Anyway, someone had a conversation with him basically to be like, listen, dude, you can't just say like the Holocaust didn't happen. You have to say like there are other things like the Holocaust.
We have abortion right now. That's eugenics. That's genocide. That's a Holocaust that we're dealing with right now. So because Jewish people control the majority of the media, along with banks, along with real estate, along with malls. They can control the narrative. Like, history is written by the winners. They were upset that Hitler was kicking them out of the country. By the time, the Holocaust, there's only 250,000 Jews left.
Well, really diving into it here.
Let's get into real information at this
Nope.
point.
Real information.
What did they think were going to happen? Matter of fact, it's like, I think the Jews are like really, I think the Jewish like Mossad and Rahm Emanuel and Bibi Netanyahu and
I love talking with when you go from there is really thought of
really got soft.
like talking about Rahm Emanuel and then Mossad.
Oh my gosh.
All of them.
And
I think they really
Netanyahu.
got soft out here. Like, I'm getting to walk around and say the truth out loud. Oh no, they got him dropping headphones over here.
It's like, wow, I can't believe they haven't murdered me. Yeah, dude. No one has experienced anti-Semitism before. Like, listen, brother. Mossad is too busy to target. That's not what Mossad does.
Lean into what Christ needs me to do, and I'm 1,000% faithful as I can be as a man, and I repent for the things where I fall short. But the only way for us to bring America back to where it needs to be, this is a Christian country, and it needs to be ran by Christian leaders that don't bow to Jared Kushner, that don't bow to Rahm Emanuel. You already know DeSantis is a fake conservative. We don't even know who the Democrats are going to put up. And yeah, that's my answer to that.
Okay, here, I'm going to have an intervention here for you and Nick, and let me just make a case. Yeah.
I don't think there's a turning point here. I think people just see it for what it is. They
have to be.
So the more he talks about like Christianity and the more he talks about like who's a real conservative and whatever, the more he promotes, I feel like his toxic brand is going to end up undermining other things that he is promoting at this point.
Yes, there are almost 80 to 90% of Hollywood is Jewish, probably more.
Wow.
What? Dude,
What do you mean no?
He said, all seriousness is Jew. Like, what the kind of a take is that, dude? That's insane. For those of you who don't know, I think like Jewish populace, if maximum like
This boys watched the interview.
Media, yeah, I'm going to say like 80% of media is Jewish, but I see the Jews we're talking about in these cases as liberal elites, high IQ.
But the funny part about it is like they try to massage those numbers. They try to massage those numbers by just being like, nah, they're Jews. Like, even if they're not Jews, they're Jews. You know what I mean? Like that's what they do. They Jew. If I could just turn around and say, no, they actually are Jewish though, and you just don't know it.
It's been 9 minutes and he's only watched 3 minutes of the video. Oh my gosh. I'm taking notes, okay? I'm taking notes. Now I know how people make 3-minute reactions into 10-minute, bro. Now I know how, bro.
Oh, okay. I guess
I'm taking notes.
Never mind.
No, I'm taking notes.
Whites, and when you have, like, they're disproportionately represented in medicine too, because they have high IQs. So the problem isn't these Jews, and most of them are secular Jews, atheists. I don't see Soros as Jewish. So we have these secular, mostly atheist Jewish people with high IQs who dominate fields that tend to require high IQs. They're over.
The Jewish global population is actually under 1%, unless you were talking about the U.S. No, I'm talking about the United States. The United States Jewish population percentage is like 1%.
Represented in chess and mathematics too. So the real issue here, and there is an ethnomasochism, there is some sort of.
By the way, this is like the race realist argument for it, okay? And idiotic pseudoscientific
He
reasons
keeps
as
talking, bro.
numerous studies
Just watch
for
it, please.
Wings is a fact.
I love you, bro, but oh my gosh, bro.
But I think that trait is a white trait, a liberal elite white trait. Oh, not even white per se, a liberal elite trait. Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, they also have these traits. And there's some sort of like lemming DNA in white people where when they reach a certain amount of success, they just want to take it off a cliff. And I don't like when Jews get pulled into that because when I think of my Orthodox Jewish friends and even my Hasidic friends, these people are conservative, Trump-supporting, you know, American patriots. And the Jews that are getting lumped in with this sort of ethno-masochistic cultural suicide tend not really to be Jewish. I call them ginos, Jews in name only. It's liberal elite whites you should have a beef with.
Yeah, but I lump them all in together. That's what I did.
That's good.
That's why the tweet said that, Jewish people.
Okay. But this trait, like, you know, blacks are overrepresented.
Dude, Gavin McInnes is too into
Oh
like
my gosh.
esoteric. He's like,
Stop, Sanabi, please
Alex
stop.
so that they could
Stop,
You
please.
don't apply that. You start with a fresh slate every time you meet someone. Do you do that with Jews?
Nope.
This intervention isn't going very well. I mean, when I talk to like Ron, I know.
It's wild that Gavin McInnes has to not say like unhinged anti-black stuff. So for the first time in a long time, he had to tack on person after saying black, purely for optics, purely so he doesn't lose the attention. What a wonderful this ain't.
Are a tenacious bunch, and they're great for every movement, especially the conservative movement. Who's helping me sue the SPLC? Ron Coleman. Who's helping me sue Rutherford for shutting down my talk, or Penn State for shutting down my talk? John Gross, Rabbi John Gross. I don't know, they tend to get the system, and maybe it's because they've been ostracized from the system for so long, they're good at hustling.
They complicated the system. They put it in Yiddish.
What?
Every business needs a hip.
What the? This is
Fuck.
interesting conversation.
Stop.
It's like
We're good hipsters in that we're creative. The hackers and the hustlers, that's like the tech guys. Asians tend to dominate the hacker part, the tech part. Hustlers, salesmen, guys who can say.
bro, I just like, dude, I love these. Like these stereotypes are so funny. It's like, bro, you just straight up have never met like, have you never met like a third generation, or they're all across the plot, okay?
Jewish, and they would be an integral part of your campaign.
These stereotypes exist for a reason.
Sure, I'm fine with stereotypes.
I'm sure we'll get a lot of Jew votes, but the only thing about there is it's actually not a lot of Jew votes, because there's actually not a lot of Jews in America. You know, there's 5 million Jews in America. We have, you know, if you include the illegal aliens, there's 400 million Americans. There's how many potential voters are there in America? 300 million potential voters, 260 million.
Sure, right.
Yeah, 260 million.
He said
voters,
sure.
But yeah,
Chad, when someone says sure, right, it just means that like they're not really listening. Like, so like for example, like you're like, hey yo, babe, I want a kiss. And they're like, sure. It's honestly not really like a yes. Like they're not really agreeing. They just want to get like over the conversation type shit.
that the Jewish people run America, and also they got China scared, and I don't.
Do they? Like, is that what's happening? How are they? Where is this happening?
I don't think that they run. Yeah, I don't feel like they run Russia, but everywhere else they're all in South Africa
Most of the
now.
oligarchs are Jewish, aren't they, in Russia?
Okay, well they run that too. But Christ,
He's like, thank you for giving me new information about some other stuff that the Jews run. I guess they run Russia too. Add that to the list. That's it. Once someone has been welcomed
Oh
into
my gosh.
the Kyrie Irving
is king.
Dude, he has made 7 minutes into 17, bro. What the fuck,
There's
bro?
a
I'm
power
taking tips from
structure.
Sanabi, bro. I'm taking
I
tips.
talked about it on Alex Jones, where it's the old families, and these aren't Jewish guys. It's like Italian, like Medici, that territory. Then it goes to Vatican, which is the blood of Peter and not Paul. And Peter denounced Jesus. And then you go to BlackRock and Vanguard. You go to the financial groups, and then beneath that you have governments. You have the world leaders, so to say. Then you go to Hollywood, where Ari Emanuel is getting too much credit, because even though his UFC fighters couldn't even.
I mean, I don't even know if like my man's name is Mortimer, dude. What the f are you talking about?
What?
Like, what do you mean? His name is Mortimer J. Buckley.
YouTube, he's still considered this like champion Hollywood guy because he's
UFC couldn't make any money
the
today.
one that wrote the open letter after he had the humiliation ceremony with Elon Musk. And that's the reason why I said that, remember, this is my last tweet. It wasn't about Elon being overweight. It's the fact that Ari Emanuel was hosing down our favorite Iron Man, Elon Musk. And I said, bro, you know, what is the point of having all of that, you know, money and all of that intelligence to go in and you buy Twitter? And they're like, we're going to bankrupt you and pull all.
Okay, he didn't want to buy Twitter. He was forced to buy
How?
Twitter. Can we just stop saying Elon Musk bought Twitter deliberately, like, because he's a fucking 5-hit
Elon Musk offers to end legal fight.
genius when he didn't want to buy Twitter and was forced to buy Twitter? Why is this narrative?
How is somebody forced to buy Twitter? What the hold up. You know what? I'm open-minded. Let me realize. Okay, so Nabi, teach me some shit, bro. I want to know how a human being is forced to buy something. Cause last time I not shit, it was when somebody forced you. It was like, yo, you had no other option, or you were gonna die or get hurt. So let's see.
Staking. I don't understand it. Elon Musk literally said he was going to buy Twitter and then spent the entire like 2-month period in between trying to not buy it, only to be forced into purchasing it, only to be forced into purchasing it by a Delaware court, okay?
All of the advertisement unless you bow to the Jewish people. And that's something that I'm just not willing to do. And then Ben Shapiro is running this narrative that I'm gonna kill myself, right? And he's like, oh, due to his mental health, he's gonna kill himself. That way, if they did attempt to kill me or kill me like they killed Michael Jackson or JFK, or Aaron, what is the guy's name? Aaron Carter, the guy who wanted to talk to me.
Aaron Carter, Kanye West mentioned Aaron Carter. What? Dude, Kanye West probably would have talked to him too, bro. Rest in peace, Aaron Carter, man. He gave me some of my favorite interviews of all time on No Jumper. Like, that shit was historic. Rest in peace, Aaron Carter, bro. Rest in peace, Aaron Carter, bro.
About the Harley Pasternak situation. If they did do that, they would say, oh, it's Ye's mental health. So it's like, how many times do I have to prove, or how many times do I have to do something like so miraculous for people to see that it's brilliance and it's not mental health? Like, me wearing a mask gives me this ability to not have to worry about showing my face, so I can think about what I'm saying and I can channel. When you load up a picture of Michael Jordan, he's smiling, he's jumping from the free throw line, he's got his shirt off. When you load up a picture of Phil Knight, you can't even see him. He's got his hat low, you know, he's jogging 10 steps ahead of his wife. I've actually seen him do this before. When I saw that in real life, I was like, oh, that explains my issue with Nike. And then then Phil Knight goes and supports a conservative Republican on purpose as a, how do you say F-U in Christian? As a
Screw up?
As a slight to Nike, right? And then he goes and says, he comes back to say, oh, Kyrie, you took it far. Shut the hell up, Phil Knight. Nobody cares. No one's exploited the culture more than Phil Knight and Nike. Nike.
Do you think Kanye's beyond the point of this?
I'm gonna go to bed in like 2 hours. I'm tired as fuck.
Andy Kaufman? No.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna shower and then go to bed. After this, Minecraft, boom, enchantment, Fortnite, and then I'm gonna probably shower and go to bed.
And the people that
Again,
never been true,
as you guys know, it is gonna be a 48-hour stream, so you guys will see me in sleep. So if you guys do want to sleep with me with the stream on, just leave it on. Don't worry, I'm gonna be naked and fucking you.
There was only one time that I even got to design the Christmas party.
Or am I
When I
joking?
had the meeting with Trump, it
Chat,
was all about how I could help
I'm gonna
with
tell
the black
y'all
vote. So
what
I
to
see
tell
as a
me
black
to respond to
person,
this girl, okay?
You know, we could talk about race. Yeah, race. The whole world's racist. We get it. But it's
The whole
more
world
that
is racist,
black
yeah.
is looked at as like a vehicle. It's like a Mercedes-Benz. It's like if someone has a bunch of cars, this is the way politics works. It's like someone has an SUV. Well, that's the 70% white America. That's my family car, right? But then they got this motorcycle over here that maybe they need to ride on the weekends. That's the black vote. And nobody better steal their motorcycle. Oh, Ye's wearing a red hat. He's trying to steal our motorcycle. We need to keep our motorcycle.
Dude, nobody thinks that like Kanye West is going to successfully steal the black vote. He's like,
Dude, I'm sorry.
Into
Nabi, I can't, bro.
Want to drive it. And I have this cousin, like a lot of people in my family, and this is the reason why I don't never show up to no family reunions. A lot of people in my family are like cops. They're literally police agents, went to war and all this stuff. So my dad is always trying to put me on the phone with cousins and family members I never heard of. And right when they get to texting a lot of stuff, I'm like, look at this woke dude. And I tell him, I put the woke to sleep. We can save all that woke conversation for me, because that woke conversation is just rehashing black misery and complaints with no solutions. You know, we're inventors here. I gave a bit of the perspective right now, but what I'd like is, and what I praise God for is, we are beings with engineering opportunities. There's a lot of culture that we got to just clean that out. We got to say, okay, for a fact, there's a collusion of Jewish attorneys, managers, and everything else you can think of, that they don't abort their children. They only marry within their tribe, right? And then they'll give America porn, not just...
bro, what do you mean they don't abort their children? It's like literally allowed to have an abortion in the Jewish religion, in the Jewish faith. It's not even a consideration.
What?
Like, he married a porn star and Kushner married outside of the faith. Explain that logic. Yeah, I mean, dumb people look at anecdotes, or even comprehend, and now he's moved on to original point. Evidence in front of you,
dude,
that could prove
dude, I'm gonna be honest. If this 35-minute video is only 17 minutes of the interview, bro, I'm gonna lose my shit, bro. I'm gonna lose my shit.
You're like, nope, doesn't matter.
Black people, but poor white people and Mexican people. They use porn in wars. It's like a gas. When we talk about gas chambers, this is the gas chamber. It's a silent killer, and it's legal, and they put it on every single block. And they use my ex-wife to sell it, and they also want to dumb us down. Look, let me let some of these other incredible individuals speak for a second.
Incredible.
I'm gonna put my hand back on the Bible.
Jews suffer from porn the same way everyone else does. The idea that they are controlling everything and then saying, I'm going to use it to sabotage the white man. You look at Jew birth rates, for example. That sounds terrible. But you look at like Orthodox, Hasidic, and secular atheist types. They're not having any kids either. So this whole idea that they're like, Jews will not replace us, Jews are wiping us out. These elitist Jewish people are wiping themselves out. They're the victims of the same porn. So my point is that if you look at real Jews, Orthodox and
I love that. Yeah, porn is the reason why the birth rates are declining. Oh my God. But it is, man, the analysis is on point today. It's just like, it's not only obviously a transparent falsehood.
Bro, some people will not go out there and have sex with a woman and have a baby because they get the same feeling from jacking off. HASANABI, come on, bro. You're a man, bro. You know about wanking off. You know about that shit, bro. Come on. You know this. You know this, bro.
Some of which is very dangerous. It's also entirely stupid. Like, the conversation does not have any sort of like grasp on the real world in any meaningful capacity.
And more
drug dealers get addicted to crack too.
Right, but the idea that they're over here going, they're over here.
Yup, exactly. Drug dealers get addicted to crack too. Boom. So, okay. Let's see. Hold up. Let's see what they say. Let's see. Just remember, Chad, you can get high on your own supply. Like, and that doesn't only stand for drugs. It means everything else, bro.
Here, like, pulling it down with the rest of the elite globalists. They're all destroying Western culture.
That's Satan. And the main issue for any religion.
Yup, yo. Okay, we're on to something.
The main issue is that Christ is king. Christ is the true king of Israel. Christ is the king of all kings. If you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you
What is the conspiracy? What is the counter to birth rates? Birth rates in every country that is developed declines inevitably. That's just a normal part of the process. Like any country.
It's not a normal part of the process, bro. There's a machine behind it. You know this.
That improves its living conditions, its material conditions.
Yep.
Will inevitably face declining birth rates of the natural born citizens. And part of the reason is because people are overworked. You haven't said why. You haven't said why. What do you mean? People are just fucking working, dog. People have too much access to amenities. There is no need to pop out like 11 fucking kids because 8 of them are gonna die. You don't need
Yo, what the fuck?
Farm hands, okay? You don't need hands to fucking milk the cow and sow the land. Toil the land. You don't need to have more.
And anyone that doesn't believe in Jesus Christ should not be in control or any influence to anything that America produces, be it media, technology, politics, farming, medicine, prisons. If you do not believe in Christ and you're not following Christ in the decisions that you make, you should have no influence on that.
Okay, I want to be honest. It's not just Christ. I think just a God in general. Because, and it is a fact, when somebody, and I've seen it I've seen it. When somebody fears a higher power compared to somebody who doesn't fear a higher power, their decisions are gonna just be better. And by better, I mean like they're not gonna abuse their power. They're not gonna abuse their power as much as the guy who doesn't fear anything.
Well, that's going to be a tough thing to institute. So
Perfect example, Jeffrey Epstein. He did not fear God. And what was he doing? He had islands of young girls that he was fucking, bro. Compare that to a guy who fears God, bro.
So you're president of the United States. The Hitler thing does not
Who
hurt.
fears, chat? Fears, not follow. Okay? Because don't get it fucked up. Some people follow God in an evil way. Yes, but when you fear God, you're not gonna do evil shit, bro. You're not gonna do it.
Your campaign. First day in
It
office.
helps my campaign.
Okay, it helps your campaign.
Yeah.
You're in office. It's day one, and they go. Someone walks in, and they go. So what are we gonna do about these Jews? What do you say?
What do you mean do about them? What do you
Well, is there any action involved? Like they're overly represented in lots of people who don't believe in Christ. I would probably wager that in your average hospital in New York, maybe a third or less believe in Christ. So are you?
What are we gonna do about these non-believers of Christ is insane. Homie just straight up said, what do you think? What is to be done about the Jews? Socially Unaware Chatter, thank you for the 5 get the subs. King Hidora, thank you for the 5 get the subs as well.
Are you suggesting we get rid of 2/3 of the doctors?
Not get rid of, like not violently get rid of them.
Fire them?
I think that Jews are very intelligent, but they don't deserve to be in charge of everything because they don't put Christ in.
But how do you legislate that?
They need to work for Christians. Jews should work for Christians. I'll hire a Jewish person in a second. If I knew they weren't a spy and I could look through their phone and follow them to their house and have a camera all in their living room.
Why is this fun? I mean, we're laughing, but like, that's an insane. That's just, he's just a Nazi. Like, he's just saying,
Bro,
like,
he's obviously being sarcastic, bro. Oh my god, bro. Nobody's gonna hire somebody to put cameras all over their house, bro. Come
Jewish
on.
people can work.
Come on, bro.
It
HASANABI, come on.
feels like a mental rut where, as Jared Taylor says, if it rains on your birthday, you blame it on the Jews. And it stifles creativity. We have to spread.
Yeah, he's saying too much anti-Semitism makes you less creative. You got to have like the right amount of anti-Semitism, like Gavin does. You know, he said it stifles creativity to blame the Jews all the time. You need to blame Jews in a creative way, Kanye. That's your problem here, okay? That's awesome.
Out the blame. And I think the blame should be spread to modern liberal elites.
The Jews stifle my creativity, I tell you that. I've sat and slapped.
The funniest thing is like the Gavin Bolshevik.
There's no way he makes it. There's no way.
And non-Jewish secular.
There's no way he does this. There's no way you do
the
this.
Point is, you're supposed to say actually like
no way.
Christianity and being God school cultures elite like Kanye West says, and otherwise supreme Western Christian attitudes through feminism and things like that.
I slept at David Simon's ranch.
Someone said there's that guy that puts stuff up his butt. Bro, why does somebody getting fucked in the ass matter, bro? Getting fucked in the ass doesn't take away from your intelligence, bro. Why do people act like that, bro? People are like, oh, there's a guy that gets pegged by his wife. Oh, there's a guy that put a thing. Like, bro, why does that matter? Why are you so worried about a grown man getting touched in the booty hole, bro? Like, what?
In Canada, slept at I'm sorry, David Simon's house.
Again, I don't know if that guy did. I'm just reading the comments from this guy. This guy's fucking tweaking.
Jamie Salter's ranch. You know, signed my name next to the Gap. I've done a lot of things where I would say, hey, I can sell stores. I have like all the best intentions, right? Let me sell affordable clothing to college kids, the way I was able to sell affordable music to college kids and to high school. And I remember not being able to afford the best design when I was young, and I had this dream and this vision of doing this. And when I got to Gap and when I got to these other companies, they would come and call me and say, we got an idea. We'll open up one store for you in Atlanta. And they felt like they had the right to call me, King Ye, on FaceTime and deliver this dumb, stupid Jewish idea to me. And I was sick of it. I was like, you know what? DEFCON 3. I'm sick of it. Everybody shut up with your stupid ideas. And it's like with the stupid malls, with all of the things that are in foods, the way they put the country, it's like, bro, I love Jewish people. I love all people. I love people who like have canceled my accounts, all that. But they should not be the people in charge, is what I'm saying. They've had their run.
Wow.
But how are they in charge?
I think,
do they work for you, or are they
CEOs of
they put on?
of corporations are overpaid. You know, you have these workers making $25 an hour, and then you find out the CEO of the company's making $500 million a year. That's a bad thing. But if you try to legislate that and change it, you're going to make it worse. What are you going to do? Start regulating the salaries of certain CEOs? They'll just go to another country, or they'll go to another business, or they'll go to another system. So,
yeah, no, there's nothing we can do about that. Thanks, man.
though there are some problems that you see ahead of you, when you try to get the government to fix them, you're just going to make it far worse. Say you went into the media and said, we need to cut down the amount of Jewish people in the media. That's going to be absolute catastrophe.
Yeah, there would be no media, right? Immediately no media.
But don't you think Jews have helped you get rich?
And where's that money today?
Well, it's frozen, I guess.
Yeah, as soon as I didn't play by what they wanted to use my black voice for, they froze everything in front of everyone. They took the IP, they smear me every day, and
this conversation is so fucking stupid, dude. You can't say shit like that. One, because it's untrue. Two, because it's violent and dangerous. In any job, Kanye West still has a platform. Most places would have been like, get the fuck out of here. They would have fired you in a heartbeat for saying like half of what Kanye has said. It's crazy.
No way.
Well, my friends, the time.
There's no way, Sanabi.
I didn't play by what they wanted to
Sanabi.
use my black voice for. They froze everything in front of everyone. And
Sanabi, you watched 20 minutes, and for 14 minutes, you added 14 plus minutes to a 20-minute reaction. HASANABI, I want to thank you for showing me the way. Now I know that a reaction needs to be 2 times as longer, or estimated 2 times as longer as the video. Thank you, Sanabi. I appreciate you. Amen. Thank you.